It is Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. Well, we finally did it. The United States of America has finally done it. We broke past $22 trillion of debt. Hey guys, so I want to talk about a few things on this video, one of them being the markets. So now that we've broken past $22 trillion of debt, you think that would be negative news on these markets. It doesn't, these markets don't even blink. Dow Jones up another 117 points today. And in fact, when we look back, since that hiccup we had in December, these markets for the last 8 weeks have been uninterrupted with gains. And so everything just keeps moving along. I have no idea what is driving these markets. When I look at the statistics, when I look at my environment, when I go out, when I go shopping, when I look around, things don't look all that great yet. These markets continue to go up. Please comment below. Give me your take on what is pushing these markets, because I'm really confused. I'm looking at things like this. Small business confidence is at a 5-month low right now. I read an article on Zero Hedge today regarding the hotel industry. It's cooling off, and it's been cooling off for a few years. It is setting the stage right now. 2019 is setting the stage for the industry's worst stretch since 2009. Occupancy has been down and decreasing since 2014. Now, a big article that is all over the place. This was on Zero Hedge. It's on every site today, every business site on the internet. But it's the auto market, and this is very disturbing. This is a major red flag right here. Over 7 million Americans are 90 days delinquent on their auto loans. Major red flag right there. And you have to ask yourself, if everything is so great and everybody's working and wages are going up, how come 90 days plus delinquent? So we don't even know how many of these people are 60 days delinquent, 30 days delinquent, but we know that 7 million of them are seriously delinquent. I looked at some other numbers. The average car payment in the United States of America right now is $523. You start doing the math that 44% of the country doesn't even have $400 in cash saved up. 60% of America doesn't have $1,000 saved up. But the average American has a $523 car payment. This isn't making sense. You are one paycheck away from losing your car. You are one paycheck away from becoming homeless. This is really scary. And I'm sure a lot of people are living beyond their means. They're driving a car that they really can't afford, that they're stretching themselves. And this is why it's so important to, right now in this environment, to be maybe downsizing, maybe making some sacrifices, maybe driving a little bit older car and stacking some silver and gold, putting some cash away. I think it's important that you are stacking metals and that you're putting some cash away, because we know that things are not as good as they're saying. The number of Americans currently in default on their car loans is higher than 2010. That's right after the 2008 recession. So this is, to me, a major red flag. I have to ask, these markets are so hot. They're going up literally every day. Who is buying in these markets? Please comment below. Who is buying in these markets? Are these the central banks? Is this the plunge protection team? Where is this money coming from, and who is buying in these markets? Because it looks to me the average Joe Blow is not in these markets because he can barely afford to fix a flat tire. The more that I see that is happening in this country, the more concerned I am. And you should really be concerned also. So many people are going to be caught with their pants down when this collapse hits America. They're going to be so caught off guard when it hits, and they're going to be helpless. And you as an individual have got to be like opening your eyes and seeing what is going on right now. $22 trillion in debt, the student loan debt, the credit card debt, the household debt, these people not making their auto loan payments, the delinquencies. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. You look at the falling real estate market throughout the country. I mean, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to see the direction that we are going in. And if you are not waking up and getting ready for what is coming, you know, you're only going to have yourself to blame. And I'm not going to really feel sorry for too many people, because people have had time to prepare. It's so obvious what is going on, but so many people want to just watch reality TV. They want to play video games. They want to, you know, spend their money on worthless things. Nobody wants to make a sacrifice. People want to drive the BMW and the Mercedes to impress people they don't even know, yet they have no money put away. They have no assets. They have no emergency fund. Listen, that BMW and that Mercedes that you're leasing for $700 a month is not going to help you through a collapse. It is going to be an anchor, a lead anchor on your leg, pulling you right down to the bottom of the ocean. This is no time to be impressing people you don't like or impressing people you don't know. This is the time right now to cut the fat off, make some sacrifices, hunker down, start putting some cash away, putting some precious metals away, putting food and water away, guns and ammo, and getting ready, because this thing is getting scarier by the day, in my opinion. As we keep acquiring more debt and we see more and more people falling behind in this country, not keeping up with inflation, you know, nothing bad has even happened yet. What happens as soon as we start seeing mass slowdowns? What if we see, you know, the government not being able to send out those EBT checks or WIC or welfare? What if something happens? What if there's a serious emergency here in America? 99% of America is not prepared for it. And so many people are going to suffer major consequences. Their life is going to be a nightmare because they did not take the time to prepare. They put their priorities in other things, worthless things. You know, it's, you know, the old saying that the biggest lie the devil ever told was convincing the world that he didn't exist. Well, they're trying to convince you that there's no economic problems that exist here in America right now, that nothing bad exists in these markets. They're perfectly safe. There's no danger, nothing to worry about. Don't buy it. This is a lie. The central banks continue to tell people to invest in these markets, buy paper, as the central banks continue to back up the trucks to buy silver and gold, because they're going to protect themselves and they're going to use silver and gold to leverage against any of their losses. They're going to be holding the hard assets while the dumb people are holding paper. What's going to protect you more, a piece of paper or a piece of metal? When I say look around, look at your environment, you don't have to go very far. I mean, any time I'm in the city of Los Angeles, San Bernardino, parts of North Orange County, you name it, what I see is America looking more and more like a third world country. And it's really sad. It's unacceptable to see the so-called richest nation in the world turning into a third world country. We have over 500,000 people in this country homeless. And every day, this country acquires more homeless people, as people, again, are one check away from being homeless. Not everybody that's homeless is a drug addict. Sure, we have a lot of people that are drug addicts on the streets. We have a lot of people that have mental disorders. We also have people that have had very, very bad luck. And so this continues to grow, not just in big cities. It's all around me here in the Palm Springs area. It's all around Riverside County. It's, you look at San Francisco, LA, Orange County, it's everywhere. It's an epidemic. And yet we pay to take care of people from all over the world who shouldn't be here. Yet we can't pay to take care of our vets. We can't pay to take care of our own citizens here in the United States of America who are homeless, need help, sleeping in the streets, rat-infested garbage, and it's just deteriorating our cities. Yet, our politicians care more about illegal aliens. Our cities are experiencing now a major rat epidemic. Almost every one of our major cities has a rat epidemic, and now Los Angeles has a typhus outbreak because of it. And Los Angeles City Hall is considering ripping out all the carpet in their buildings because they're infested with rats and fleas. And they actually had a worker at the city hall there, I believe she was an attorney, she came down with typhus because she got bit by some fleas. These fleas are on the rats, they jump off, they get in the carpet, they travel, they jump on you, they bite you, now you have typhus. I mean, these are medieval diseases, okay, coming back to America because we have an epidemic of people homeless, living in the streets of America, living in garbage, living in filth, defecating on the sidewalks, urinating on the sidewalks, while our cities stand by and do nothing because they find it more important to take care of illegal aliens, and then there's no money left to take care of Americans. I was in Los Angeles probably about a month and a half ago, and it's a dirty, filthy, disgusting city. Graffiti everywhere, garbage everywhere, over 80,000 homeless people in Los Angeles County, and it's absolutely disgusting. And for people who probably lived there back, in the golden age, they would be rolling over in their graves if they saw this beautiful city and what it's turned into now. But this is just typical. Look at Chicago, look at Detroit, Philadelphia. All of our beautiful cities are deteriorating into war zones, into third world countries, into ghettos. It's really, really a travesty to see what is happening to America. And so the homeless, I was reading today, the homeless in LA, Los Angeles, is growing by 20% a year. 20% a year. We look at other cities like Denver. You would think Denver's, a great city. The Denver City Council voted unanimously to legalize a number of offenses, such as defecating in public, that's now legal. Urinating in public, that's now legal. Camping on public or private land without permission, that is legal. Panhandling now in Denver, Colorado is legal. So here you go with these socialist, liberal city councils, politicians in these cities. And isn't it always the same when you look at these Democratic politicians who run these cities like Los Angeles, like Chicago, like Denver? Look what they're turning America into.
The Marion Street Bridge in downtown Salem has been underway most of the morning. Cora Harlan shows us the conditions people were living in and the concerns that prompted the city to act.
This is the scene under the West Salem Bridge. Piles of trash, a lawnmower, and more trash, even a computer keyboard. It has been home for several dozen people here during the last several months. This week it has become such a health concern that the city of Salem has asked everyone here to move along. The cleanup began just after sunrise. Most of the people living under the Marion Street Bridge had moved on by this morning's everybody out by 8:30 order. And in their wake, they leave behind personal belongings, food waste, and lots of garbage. Social service workers helped start the trash cleanup. A prison work crew was scheduled to finish. And amid all of the trash, the human despair and anguish. A weeping woman preparing to leave the most recent place she knows is home without having any strong convictions about where she'll go next.
This summer is like they were just rebellious of the people, and just rebellious of people that would come pray. They wouldn't have nothing to do with it, and it just grew and grew and got worse. And it's badder than people can imagine.
Terry Barlow's been here for the darker moments of living under a bridge. Anger, mental illness, drug use, and human frustration, he's observed, boiling over at times everywhere one looks. Yet it was a rat infestation and concern about human health that prompted the city of Salem to move the campers out.
There's been a lot of food waste left, so it's starting to attract rats and other vermin. There's obviously the concern for, the spread of disease potential.
It's testament to the fact that homelessness is not just a Portland problem. Here in Salem, social service workers do say there's some space for people to sleep indoors, and the cleanup of this mess is not likely to solve this ongoing problem with people living under bridge overpasses less than a mile from the Oregon State Capitol.
Let's talk about San Francisco. They give out free needles in San Francisco so people, can do heroin. They handed out 5.8 million syringes in 2018. They offer people food stamps, free shelter, and train tickets, and $70 per month. So you can just be a homeless junkie, get free money and free transportation. Every week, new people arrive because it's free money that we're all paying for, that the taxpayer is paying for to support people's heroin problem, heroin addictions, their drug addictions. The U.S. taxpayer is paying for this. And here in California, we're paying to support junkies on heroin in San Francisco. Every day, 85 cars in San Francisco are broken into. Almost every seat on the trolley buses is occupied by someone with a plastic bag. Such a beautiful city, right? And look at what's going on in San Francisco. It's absolutely disturbing. And it really is such a shame to see the direction of America. Yet they're telling you everything is okay, the economy is okay, everything socially is okay. We're heading in the right direction. All you have to do is look at your environment. Go out and take a real look at what's going on. Unless you live in Newport Beach or Laguna Beach or a coastal community out here in California where the average cost of real estate is well over $1 million and you're living behind a gate. A lot of this out here in California is turning, and it's turning in the wrong direction, and it's coming. We're going to have the very elite living on the coast and the serfs and peasants living inland, as we're being flooded by illegal aliens, as we're being flooded with gangs, as our cities are being bankrupted, and people are losing opportunity and they're losing hope in their country. So as the politicians in this nation spit in your face, as they call you the enemy, as they call you a Nazi, a racist, as their main priority is to import more illegal aliens into this country, as their priority is to help illegal aliens, not to help American people as they're struggling, not to help vets. The main priority now of these politicians is to take your history away, to take your God away, to take your standard of living away, to take your gun rights away, take your freedom of speech away, all while we cannot even afford to drop $5 billion and help this president out to build a wall to protect this country because they don't want to protect you or this country. They want to keep importing people from all over the world. Again, there is so much danger coming over that border. This should be the major priority. The security of this nation cannot be compromised. This nation, its security is number one. Just as I say, your number one asset, your number one prep should be a firearm so that you can protect yourself, protect your family, protect your assets, protect your own life. Well, this country needs to protect itself, and it needs a big ass wall. Deported sex offender, convicted deported sex offenders continue to exploit incomplete border walls. That was on Breitbart today. Every day we catch sex offenders coming through that southern border. Mexican police chief gets 25 years aiding cartel massacre in border state. This is what is just literally 2 hours from my house. The second most dangerous country in the entire world is right down there. $2.2 million in meth seized at border port of entry, says feds. That just came out today. So, such a danger what Mexico is sending over here. Illegal immigrant confesses to killing woman found in suitcase. I mean, this is all just within the last 48 hours. I mean, every day we're dealing with this stuff. Twice deported Colombian gets 10 years for drug trafficking in Texas. Another one. I mean, it's endless every day. Just imagine what we're not even hearing about. Huge, sophisticated Mexican cartel meth lab busted by DEA in Georgia. Every day, this stuff is going on. We have major problems in this country, socially, economically, and at this border. We have major problems, and we have major problems with the politicians who are sitting in positions of power, who are not looking after this country, who do not care about the safety of this country. There was an article I read today, and I wish I had the video, but passerbys, these people are walking by and they yell, F Trump, at angel families outside of the Capitol. They had a gathering outside of the Capitol today, and these are people who have lost loved ones by illegal aliens. And these are Americans that walked by yelling F Trump while these people had a gathering. I mean, this is the type of people now in America yelling F the president and showing no respect for these people who have lost loved ones, you know, their children, their mothers, their fathers, and we have Americans yelling F the president. It's really, really sad. And another reason why, if this continues, we are going to see civil unrest in America, because when people see the disrespect for Americans who are showing respect to their family members that they lost, who are standing up for these family members who are gone now, family members that they're never going to see again. They've been separated for life. And yet we show no respect for their dead children or their dead parents. And we yell, F President Trump, F Trump. Such disrespect. These are complete animals. But, you know, America is watching this. They're watching this on TV, or they're watching this on alternative media, or they're reading about it. They're watching it on YouTube. And I'm going to tell you, at some point, if this doesn't get handled quickly, the American people in this country, the good patriots who are watching, standing by, watching their country deteriorate and decay into a third world country, they are going to lose their mind, and they are going to be vengeful for what they're seeing taking place in this great country. And I hope that doesn't happen. But when I see people walking by these families who have lost their loved ones, who've been separated forever, yelling F Trump, showing complete disrespect, and this happens daily. We have some real losers in America. We have some real animals in America. Yeah, and we're importing more, but we have plenty already here. And I truly believe that America, the good people of America, are sitting back and they are ready to explode. And I hope that doesn't happen. I don't condone violence, as you know, but I'll tell you, if this doesn't get handled, America, the people of America, are going to handle it themselves. And, you know, maybe this is what America needs. I don't know. I surely hope not. But I'll tell you, it really gets your blood boiling when you see the disrespect for this flag, this country, the patriots, the police, the military, the president, hardworking people, God-fearing people. It really angers you how people just disrespect all these groups. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please share the video. Please continue to get the word out. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Have a great week, and we'll talk very soon. God bless you guys.